Do you ever feel like your feelings have a lot of power over you, or do you not even realize it when it happens? In general, if we aren't aware, our emotions will drive all of our daily actions, and we might not always make the best decisions because a stronger emotion will make us change our minds. In this section, we'll talk about the feelings that keep us from making money and getting rich. Even if we are good with money and know what to do, we might not do the right thing because of how we feel. Fear. Fear is a strong emotion that keeps a lot of people from getting rich. Many people will never try to make money because they are more afraid of losing money than of making it. They'll think that the pain of loss is too much to bear. That's true for almost everything in life. From the field to the office. You can't win every time, and you can't always make every shot you try. Some of them will miss, and your fate will depend on what you do when you miss. Some people will be motivated by their failures to work even harder and get better. Those people are usually the ones who win in the long run. But some people will give up if they fail a few times. They often jump from one thing to another and lose everywhere because they don't have the right attitude to turn things around. If you ask any rich person if they have ever lost money investing, they will all say yes. To be able to learn while putting yourself in danger to win. Then you'll have to lose some things. Like this, the stock market goes up and down a lot. Many people who are now successful would not be where they are now if they hadn't failed a few times. People who are successful are different from other people because they never give up. They keep working and learning to make the best business possible. They are willing to take risks when no one else will, and most risks can pay off if you do them right and learn from your mistakes. Don't be afraid of failing. Instead, accept it and keep learning from it so you don't repeat the same mistakes. People who are afraid of failing will never be successful because they will never try. You have to realize that failure is a necessary part of success, which means that if you don't try, you will never succeed. Cynicism. Many people think that something bad is going to happen as soon as they turn the corner. These people are pessimists who keep telling themselves that the stock market is about to crash or that they don't believe in their own abilities. "I'm not good enough, you can't do it," is probably something most of us have heard in our heads. This happens in our culture, too, because most people try to bring us down if we tell them about something good we've done. They don't think it's possible for them to do it themselves, so neither should you. This is another reason why bad news sells so much better than good news. People are more likely to think that the world is coming to an end and that what they do with their time doesn't matter. This makes them less likely to start something that could make them rich. People need to realize that mistakes are chances to learn, and those chances make us better than we were yesterday and bring us closer to our goals. People who don't believe in themselves will never win because they would never give up the chance. Laziness. Many people are too tired to work for themselves when they finally get off work. They are too busy with their jobs to put in extra effort for themselves. They'd rather take it easy and wait until the next workday. Because of this, they can't make more money and get away from the long hours they have to work. Most people expect to see progress as soon as they start working on something, and if they don't, they are disappointed. Then they might give up quickly and go back to being lazy. Because they don't think it's worth the trouble. They can't see what investing will mean for them in the long run, which makes it easier for them to give up. Some people really want to do it, but they keep putting it off and telling themselves they will do it tomorrow. "I will start tomorrow, when I have more energy." But if they keep telling themselves this, they will keep putting it off and might never start at all. The answer might be to want more out of life than just to work and be happy with where you are. This will give you the push you need to keep going and work hard for yourself. Putting in the effort is hard, but it will pay off in the long run. Jealousy. The way most people feel and act affects the people around them. So, when they are jealous of someone, they tend to try to bring them down to their level instead of learning how to join them on theirs. It's the same for your friends. If they are jealous of you because you want more out of life, they may try to stop your growth by bringing you back down to their level. Trying to keep up with the Joneses all the time can be hard and wrong. For example, if you see one of your wealthier friends or neighbors driving a nice car, and you want a nice car too, but you buy it too soon in your financial journey, you may set yourself back because your cash flow wasn't ready for it. Because of this, you won't be able to invest as much money each month as you used to. This will make it harder for you to reach your goal of becoming financially independent. Poor habits. A lot of people can't stop their bad habits, even though they know they should. Because of this, it will be hard for them to get rich in their lives. They don't pay themselves at first. When they start making money, they don't pay themselves right away because they want to save and invest. Instead, they would rather pay all of their bills and treat themselves first and then see if they have any money left over. The money could then be put somewhere else or not. Most individuals dislike discussing money. It's a shame because you tend to talk about what you already want to talk about. If you like talking about money, you will be more open to seeing money-making opportunities in your everyday life. A lot of money is spent on the spot by a lot of people. Have you ever been restless or had itchy fingers because you found something new you really want to buy? You don't worry about whether it will be useful or how much you will use it. You just have to own it. Because of this, each month you will have less money to invest. One good way to avoid buying something on impulse is to wait 24 hours before buying it. If you still want it after 24 hours, it might be important to you and not just a waste of money. Arrogance. A lot of people will lose money because they think they can do whatever they want. They will try to convince themselves that what they don't know about the issue doesn't matter for making money on it, so they are willing to take a bigger risk on it, which may or may not be based on good judgment. You may have met people who can talk convincingly about a subject even though they don't know much about it. People may think they know what they are talking about, which could be bad for their environment. Still, they might not have all the puzzle pieces yet. If you want to learn more about a subject, find an expert who has done well with it or read a book written by someone who has done it before. This will almost certainly make it more likely for you to succeed. It's not always a good idea to listen to people who say they are experts, because they might lead you astray. This could hurt your chances of getting rich in the future. If you lose money because of their influence, you might not want to try it again, as the saying goes, once bitten, twice shy. Impatience. When you start investing or doing anything else as a side job, it needs to pay off right away. If it doesn't, you'll get impatient and lose interest. Because of this, many people can't fully immerse themselves in their idea and get the most out of its potential. When they don't see any results, they give up and try something else. They are always on the lookout for shiny objects that might be the next big thing, but they never really get into any of them. Then none of the projects will be done. Where the potential isn't yet known. We can only beg for those who are losing interest in their work because they are moving too slowly. How long have you been in school to learn a subject? Most of us will probably have to wait a few years. So why do people think they can learn side jobs and start investing in a few months? To really learn about it, we have to spend more time with it. Only then can we see the results of all our hard work and dedication. Do any of these feelings sound like things you feel every day? Are any of them more important to you than others? We can always change and get better, which is a good thing. It just takes time to change because it is so deeply ingrained in us, but you can do it as long as you know what you want to change and how to change it. Then you will slowly start to think like a rich person. Leave a comment below with the feelings you want to change for the better, and we'll encourage you to do so. We're here to help people with personal finance, so if you are interested in more topics like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you will be notified when we release a new video which might help you on your journey.